being a musician is being able to express, to look at the world in a different way, and being able to transmit that and communicate that.
We were born in Cuba. We were raised by a communist father, and we moved to Costa Rica when I was 8 years old and lived there for another 8 years, and then came over here.
Being a musician, it means getting a lot of ass, and actually that's a huge joke. I don't know, it's just like another hobby.
Triptico.
My name is Alex Valdivia. I'm a graphic designer slash musician. Music and art, really. Graphic design, it's a really big inspiration for me. It's really about, you know, kind of looking at life through that prism, and it all kind of comes out of it. Something for when we're feeling trippy.
Mama told me when I was young, sit beside me, my only son.
When I was a little kid in Cuba, it was like on the 3rd grade or something like that. My parents thought that I had like excess of energy or whatever, and they put me in music school, and you know, it was an instant match, you know.
I'm James Ferrell. I like anything that's doing something interesting and musical and new. I must have been somewhere around 10 years old or something like that. I had a friend of mine that had a drum set, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And yeah, my mom actually played on the drum kit too, so we started bugging my dad to get us a drum kit, and we finally got one. And then I got it, and I was like, yes, I have a drum kit, and I didn't touch it for years. And then it was like going into high school, a buddy of mine wanted to be in a band, so I took it up and actually started playing and learned how to play. So I've been playing for like 8 years now. It's entertainment, it's like a way of being, it's like just fun, it's creative, it's something you have to work at.
I wanted to be at the Conan O'Brien show. I mean, that was the main reason why I became a musician, pretty much. I wanted to play at the stage of the late night show, but you know, Jay Leno made that impossible for us. So we have somebody to blame now.
We're pretty devastated.
We have no aspirations, pretty much. Without Conan, we have nowhere to look for.
We thought about Jimmy Fallon and Letterman, but they still have a long way to go.
It's just not the same.
Jimmy Fallon has the Roots as their house band. The Roots. I mean, who's gonna be better than the Roots?
It's hard to compete with that for sure.
My name is Gabriel Valdivia. I am a graphic designer, soon to be anyways, and I play the bass.
It's just basically like a mix of all of our influences. We've got the funk on the bass, we've got the classic rock guitar, and like the modern drum sound. So it's kind of like a mix of all that with a bunch of other, I don't know what that was for, but okay.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see how a song develops from when it's, you know, at its core, and when these guys come in and put their influences. Each song is a completely different animal.
Well, we had a show, and it was Gabriel night.
It's kind of not the best place as far as crime.
I put it on TV, man.
Some jackass stole one of my drums, not from this drum set, but from a different one, and pissed me off.
I saw the guy with the drum on his neck, like hanging from beats, and I thought that looks a lot like James' drums, and it turns out it was James' drums. So when I met with James, we kind of walked around looking for the guy, but he was never to be found again.
So we were asking the policeman if they had seen somebody with a white drum.
I've been looking for a long time.
And the very helpful police, all they did was complain about being videotaped.
For the color of my skin.
Excuse me. Oh, with them. Well, I'm not with you, and I don't remember you taping me. So go away. I'm answering this question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Have a good night. Instead of looking for this guy, they're looking for us. Like,
Yeah, I think one of them actually called me a spick and like kicked me in the balls for some reason. And actually, I was just asking for a white drum. We're sent on a quest to find the drum, and we failed epically. Here's the studio. State of the art doors. Come on in, guys. Obviously, this was improvised in the garage of our house, but it's something. Here we have the recording room, the tracking room, and here's what we use to record. The infamous Logic Pro that we all love here. We prefer it to other crap like Sonar. This glass right here was a sliding door that was in the back that we took and made it into a window that is not soundproof at all, but it's a window nonetheless, so we can see when we're recording. We got here artwork from James' girlfriend, and
That's actually my girlfriend.
yeah. Woo! So
Yeah.
you can see what goes on there. This is some of the recognition we got on the papers. some for Triptico, some for other band. So, yeah. And then we have the tracking room right here, where the magic happens.
What kind of magic?
806 mostly.
Once I rose above the noise and confusion, just to get a little of this illusion.
I've always been around music, and my dad was always surrounded us with Spanish folk artists, and kind of like cemented in us the values of being a musician and believing in art, and that manifested itself when I was about 15 or 16. I traded my PlayStation 2 for a bass.
Always wanted to kind of get big with it, and I've always felt like I've been in bands that have the potential, but like there's something that like some sort of barrier that I don't know what it is that just keeps it from happening. But you know, plug along. If you really love something, hopefully it'll happen.
I want to be 70 and still be writing good songs, you know. That's really it. I wanna make music. I wanna make music. I wanna create art. I don't wanna be separated ever from the creative aspect of art, be it music or graphic design or filmmaking. Maybe I'll still do your job.
Well, lyrics are about the human condition, I think, about either what it means to be in love or what it means to be in this place trying to figure yourself out. It's when you're 20-something, you're experiencing a very early identity crisis, and it's fun to document all of it in your songs and in your music, either by different genres of music or by different themes in each song. So I think that's an all-encompassing realm for the lyrics.